Alonso. We're going to present about the facts of the new generation of fuels. First, I'm going to let you pass this around. I'm going to tell you for what it is. You have an idea for what this use. It's a sunflower, and it's just a piece of coal. So, pass it around, try to figure out what it is. It's a water, you can have the of it. Okay, so USA Today. Since 2005, USA is spending about $30 billion only in Saudi oil. The demand of oil has increased so much that USA is not being able to win such resources to meet that humongous demand. What is it? USA has 2%, only 2% of the percentage of oil in the world. This means that they don't have enough resources to compete with the demand that there is today in the world. This is a big problem because not only USA is spending a large amount of money in oil, he's also investing in what is called terrorist countries. They're supporting the same countries that are against, like Saudi Arabia and Palestinian and this is oil, diverse oil in the world. 35% of the world's energy comes from oil. 96% of this 35% is used for transportation. So practically everything works. Everything that has an engine works on oil. In 2009, there was some how do you call it? Census. And there were 700 million vehicles in the world. And this number is expected to double by 2030. Public pollution. USA, as I was telling, has only 27% of the world's supply of coal and only 2% of oil, which creates a big problem because they can't meet the demand, as I was saying here. Right now, USA is off the charts in hydrocarbon emissions and is on the top 10 in the CO2 emissions and also in the carbon emissions. USA going green. The use of low carbon economy. What's low carbon economy? Low carbon economy is a study that is being studied right now by some scientists, which means that they use renewable resources like energy and other resources to reuse it and create less carbon emissions and less pollution. Because the reason that they are doing this is because we are killing the environment and the hydrocarbon emissions are pretty much destructing life as we know it, and later in life we're going to see the consequences. Also, U.S. policymakers have been able to pass permits to control sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide emissions from power plants and industrial sources. And there has been great investments in alternative fuels such as biodiesel, oil shale, oil sands, and even coal. We're going to talk about coal for a second. Coal-derived fuels. This is a liquid that is based on coal. It's very similar to the diesel fuel, but it's better because of the high paraffin and the sweet aroma. It reduces the particulate emissions, which then produces the hydrocarbon emissions, which then the greenhouse gases are contaminating the world. After a test that was put in a 6.5-liter engine in a truck, first a different base fuel and a diesel fuel. It was proved that the hydrocarbon emissions were reduced by 50%. So great progress. So here you can see. Here you can't see that much, but this is Egypt right here, and USA is Eduardo. You see from there. USA is practically like around this area. This is the global distribution of the United States. Oh, USA is here.
So which one was the first one?
First one is Egypt, right around.
China.
China, sorry. This is a global distribution of the gas emissions, and this is USA. This is China. And this is practically what what it looks like, our carbon emissions right here. You can see all the south side, everything from Texas, Atlanta, all that here, New York. This is where the critical zone is for the carbon emissions. So we need to, there needs to be a solution right now, or we won't have a world like in 50 to 60 years. So do you try to see how does this work? Well, as you can see, the coal, as I was explaining, the coal is used to make a new investment that is a coal derived fuel that is going to reduce the hydrocarbon emissions by a lot. And the sunflower, believe it or not, the seeds are the main component of the biodiesel fuel, which is one of the fuels that is being used right now, like because it uses particularly.
Okay, car pollution tax. Even though you don't think about it, cars have actually improved over the years. Cars are like 30% less carbon dioxide that they produce like when they started. But this is because of the new engines, new technologies, but the number has increased. So, like 30 years ago, there were, let's say, 5,000 cars. Now there are 5 million, like in proportion. So we have to take that in account. Like just in human activities, we produce 130 times more than volcano CO2 than volcano activities. The engine or the gas is not the only thing that produces CO2. You must also take on account that the particles that car tires use, the particles when they go to the atmosphere, they also collaborate on the greenhouse effect. Most of the pollution in the CO2 business is like from cars and trucks. The rest is from industries and machinery and all that. But it's still like cars and trucks are the majority, so we have to take we have to be concerned about caution. That's 70% of the pollution in China, cars. 80% of the air pollution in Dubai, in the Philippines, sorry, is cars. In Dubai, I think it was 65% of the pollution, again, cars. So, what are we going to do? As you can see, the pictures are commonly seen here in the streets, buses, but there's a solution. In the United States, it's the one that is taken the initiative to start with this solutions. There are a lot of solutions like biodiesel, hybrid cars, fuel cell, but today I want to mention the two, that is the hybrid and the biodiesel. The hybrid car is a car that functions with two motors, an electric motor and a gas motor. These cars are excellent because they have a great knowledge on highways and on streets. Like a normal car that has a great mileage can do 30 miles per gallon. Well, a Prius like can do from 45 to 60 miles per gallon. So this is a great improvement. Just on the miles per gallon, so we're going to use less gas. Also, we're going to do like way lot less CO2 gases. A hybrid that we're going to produce 90% less CO2 than a commonly regular car. One thing you must know, the United States will take the tax off your hybrid cars. This is amazing. So they are fomenting the use of hybrid cars. Like for example, if you buy a Toyota Prius, you can save even $5,000 a year because you don't have to pay the taxes. But these cars are expensive, but there are a lot. We say like a self-investment. It will pay itself, the car. Car eventually will pay itself because you're gonna have a like $1,000 less on gasoline on a year that you don't have to pay taxes. There are a lot of issues that will help you save the money. Also, if something on your hybrid car gets damaged, you have an insurance that it will automatically repair it. Like you get a new part and has no cost. So it's a awesome deal. In the future of hybrid cars, 190 miles per gallon. That talks, that statistic talks by itself. It's the future right now of the hybrid cars. Biodiesel. So what is biodiesel? Biodiesel is a kind of diesel gasoline made up of biodegradable things like coal or sunflower seeds. A lot of vegetables are also used. I think corn also has been used. Biodiesel is made by using these vegetables or renewable resources and adding them, I think this with methanol and ethanol in the factory process and they create diesel. This diesel can be used, it's gonna be used on any diesel car and diesel gasoline. What are the benefits of biodiesel? Weight, it's gonna be way cheaper than regular gasoline. It's gonna produce way less, I think it's 78% less CO2 for the atmosphere and the ozone layer that for the greenhouse effect. It's non-toxic and biodegradable and like it's easy to use. It's just like gasoline. So here to explain what is happening on the atmosphere right now, I'm going to use this. This is the scented thing, for your classes. Actually, gonna smell better. I think it's cinnamon. Very good. So, what I'm trying to show, this are our cars. Everyone can see it. There's a lot of smoke produced. This is the ozone layer. What's happening? All the gases are getting trapped in the ozone layer. What's gonna happen? The rays from the sun are gonna get in. They're going out. This is making our our ice caps become like melt. This is making the climate go and do funny stuff. You could say like that, like hurricanes, tsunamis, earthquakes, everything. As you can see, like I'm trying to walk in here, and I can. There's smoke all over my face, and this is basically what we're breathing. We're breathing. But it's not a scented candle. It's CO2. Every time we are on the streets, the CO2 that we have on our faces. Every time we walk, it's CO2. So we have to take consciousness of this and like change to hybrid, go to biodiesel. There are a lot of things